everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of Antifascism OG. Daryl is joining us from Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey. I'm Beth Foster, co host, and Daryl is going to be there at the sixth day of a protest at Delaney Hall, an ICE detention center in Newark. The protesters are there because some of the detainees
They're not
are having a hunger
wait,
strike, and
what the
they're
heck
doing.
just somebody got
Pause.
released for real?
Oh
Hold
wow!
on a second, because
I'm
now we
gonna
gotta
turn it
show
over
this.
to
No, keep
Daryl.
going, keep going. Somebody just got released. Let me get out of here.
Fantastic.
Oh, bear with me right quick. I gotta make sure everybody can see this. Can you see it?
Yes, I'm seeing it really good from here, Daryl.
Oh, look at this guy.
What a fantastic moment to be
Oh,
recording.
freaking wow.
Yes.
Uh,
So for
and by the
the
way,
we
I'm down to my Jenkins.
Daryl Lamont Jenkins is we're starting the Anti-Fascism OG episode with some great event happening at the sixth day of protest at Delaney Hall ICE Detention Center in Newark, New Jersey. Protesters are there because the detainees have been on a hunger strike because of the horrific conditions inside the detention center. And they have been threatening to transfer those detainees because of their protest. And protesters outside have been there to support the hunger strikers. And we just saw somebody get released. We don't really have any details right now beyond that, Daryl.
Now I'm gonna tell you right now, everybody. Looks like we're gonna be doing audibles all day long here. Because it looks like, and I wasn't expecting this at all. I just sat here. I just came here because there is a basically a place to sit. But it looks like I got to show everybody. I can't. I mean, unfortunately, I don't have my ears on me, so I can't tell everybody. This is the
Daryl, while you're
Delaney
doing that, I'm going
Hall.
to turn my camera off so it's just going to be you so everybody can see really good.
All right, yeah, go ahead, do that so everybody can see. Um, right quick. What you see right now, this is the detaining hall for this is where a lot of your detainees are at right now here in Jersey. This is a um private prison, basically, and it was once opened up, and you can come back, Beth. Um, but the deal is, this was put together. I mean, this was first opened by Obama, and they had about 400 some odd people when he opened it up back in 2011. But they closed it. And off the top of my head, I cannot remember when they closed it, but it was after some time. No, 2016, 2017, sometime around that time, they shut this down. And Jersey, a couple of years later, passed a law saying that making these kinds of prisons and detention centers illegal. And what they eventually did made this into kind of like a halfway house of sorts, you know. Cut to maybe about 98, probably last year, I think it was. It could have been, or 23, I'm not sure. But no, it definitely was while Trump was came back. The courts threw out that law, that legislation that made places like this illegal. And all of a sudden, this place went from 400 capacity in Obama's time to like around 1,100. and it is the largest detainment section, detainees center, basically in the Northeast. I think probably around the country. I'm not really sure. I want to get that right before I say that for sure. But I know it's one of the largest in the area, and if not the largest. So before Minneapolis started, before everything started popping off up there, there was some drama here because the city doesn't want this. Newark doesn't want this. The mayor doesn't want this. Mayor Ross Barabic. Oh boy, I'm gonna say his word, and everything's. I gotta say his name right. Ross Baraka, Amiri Baraka's son. He was basically going against this in the courts in person. Nobody's being allowed to see what's going on inside. Whether you're even if you're a state official. The governor came here a couple of days ago and they wouldn't let her in. Last year they actually arrested Baraka and I think a congresswoman when they came here to make their demands known. And a couple of days ago, when the governor came here, Senator Andy Kim came here, and all hell broke loose. And Senator Kim got pepper sprayed. So all of this drama, by the way, I should say, is coming from the fact that 6 days ago, the detainees mounted a hunger strike, and everybody here right now is really just coming out in support of that.
I'm reading 300 to 400 detainees are participating in the strike.
Yes, about 300 to 400 are in there, and they're and we're basically the support crew. And there has been arrests. There has been a lot of fighting right now. And by the way, you may notice that I'm not trying to stay away from any place where there's a lot of activists, because I do not want to put too many people on camera, even though there's probably some people behind me that I can't do it. I can't help that. And I'm actually glad I was here because, as you saw, one of the detainees just got out.
Daryl, can I share a quote? The Guardian has a quote from somebody who was released, who was participating in the strike, and it's really good. The person said, "We are detained. We are on hunger strike, demanding due process rights and the improvement of conditions. We are not criminals. We are people who enter the facility with a clean record. We pay our taxes. We are fathers, mothers, spouses of citizens with existing petitions."
Yeah. And that's important. I mean, that whole thing about them not being criminals is a damn important thing to say, because a lot of the people that have been getting detained and arrested and such across the country have not had any criminal records. The only thing that people are trying to hang their hat on is the fact that, as far as they're concerned, they are all here illegally. That's their dodge. To be honest with you, it's a dodge. I mean, because they weren't too illegal when they were serving this country in the military, as a lot of them were. You know, I mean, they're supposed to be. I mean, there was a woman here that I was arguing with yesterday, and she's here now. I was arguing with her because all she wanted to talk about was all the murderers and rapists that had been detained. And the truth of the matter is, there aren't a lot of them in here. And I have video of the back and forth that we had, and I'll probably share it with you right now. But as we are not doing this live, I don't know what the heck I'm going to share in a minute. But in any case, she got into a fight with somebody and came to me for comfort.
Yeah, I saw that video, Daryl.
I don't know how that happens all the time, but I'm the hell with it. I'm fine with it. I'm fine. I mean, my attitude when it comes to a lot of the even the fash, even I mean, I gotta do what I gotta do, but if you come at me right, I will respect that, you know. So I say, okay, cool. I'll tell you exactly how you just gotta be cool. Today, I mean, apparently she got pepper sprayed yesterday, and that was already gone. I was here yesterday, by the way, for everybody who don't know. Um, and this is and after I left, there was a lot of hell that broke loose. So so I'm
Gerald,
here
let me
now.
share real fast. It's Geo Group that owns that facility. They're one of
Yes.
the world's largest private prison, and they also operate mental health facilities in the US, Australia. Um, they operate a lot of the ICE facilities. Um, their business model is about keeping people locked up for as long as possible because that's how they make lots of money.
That's how they make their money. And we were
They
getting
don't
sick of it
have,
in New Jersey.
yeah,
Now, bear
yeah.
in mind, obviously, as you could probably guess, it isn't the state that's running things. This is on under contract with the federal government, which means they think that they can do whatever the hell they want. And so far they are. But but as you saw in Minneapolis, and in Minneapolis and Minnesota to be um we don't have to wait for any politicians to do what we got to do. Hold on a second. I want to see if there's somebody else coming because there's some cheering and stuff. I think there's something because I think they can see the from here. I think that they can see the detainees from the windows and stuff. And that's all good. That's all cool. That's cool.
Are those flashing lights? Are the detainees able to flash the lights like that, or is that something Geo Group is
I
doing?
think that's them. I think that's them. I don't know. I have to ask somebody, and I just don't want to automatic. I just don't want to put somebody on what you call it what you call on camera when they don't really want to be. Let me ask somebody. I am going to yell. Excuse me. Is that the when you see the lights flashing? Is that the detainees doing that? Yes. Okay, it was them. It was them doing that. Okay, so you can actually see them. Yeah. What I'm being told right now. Okay. Beautiful. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. So basically you can see the detainees. They're pumping their funds. They're doing this. Um they they're not waving flags because we all got the flags. But yeah, it's good that we can see them. It's real good. I'm glad to hear that. I want to I'm jazzed. I am jazzed right now. But I want to show everybody and I'm gonna go long. Um, I got make sure that nobody that runs over here. Okay. We got we got these placards that are thrown across the area here. And I'm gonna read it because it's a lot easier. I'm also gonna and you might see where at this point I would have taken a picture of this and you'll be able to read along with me. But it says the demands are, and please bear with me because my aphasia does not like me reading. One, meet with Mikey Sherrill. That's our governor. That's our governor here in Jersey. Two, immediate release of sick, elderly, young, pregnant. Three, meaningful review of immediate or IMM dot cases and habeas filings. Four, end coercive pressure to sign deportation or via voluntary departure documents. DHS can end this. Can end it. So they basically those are the four demands that the detainees have. So
About how many
yeah.
protesters are outside tonight, Daryl?
Oh my goodness. I would say a good I would say how many here? Maybe 200.
Wow.
100 to 200.
That's
I
amazing on
mean,
day 6.
it looks like Occupy here without tents. Only actually there are tents, but they're over on the other way over here where where you can get food, you can get medical supplies. I know they're asking people to help them with more supplies. I But everybody's supportive here. You can't be right wingers you can't play games like this in Jersey. Jersey doesn't like this. New Jersey will not stop put up with this nonsense. I mean, but they're trying. They're trying. And when you have the mayor of a guy who is known as a revolutionary poet and artist running the city, this is pretty much in his wheelhouse. So my thing is we're going to prevail. And wait a minute. I got a truck coming by here right quick. And he's stopping. I don't know why.
Is he in front of you, Daryl?
Yeah, he's in front of me, so I can but usually because I don't have the right now my AirPods they stopped working, so I can't have them in the ear, which is frustrating as hell. But you can hear me okay, right?
You sound good. You sound
Yeah,
good.
excellent. um yeah, there's a lot of them. There's about 200 people, like I said, most of them of color. You have Arabic people, you have Hispanics, you have Black people, you have white people here. We're all in fellowship, and we're making the most of everything. I mean, like I said, you don't wait for the politicians. You'll be waiting forever.
I
And
think one of the most heart-wrenching videos that I've seen out of there are the 2 kids whose dad is in there. Have you seen that video? The 10-year-old
I
girl
haven't seen that.
who's
I haven't seen that. What color were they?
um they were like Hispanic, some.
Okay, all right. No, the reason why I was asking is because when somebody had gotten the person that got detained, released, um, they were Black. So I was just wondering if it might have been them because the first thing he did was run to his kids.
Yeah, this little girl was begging. Well, she was mad too, and she was yelling at the guards and saying, "Take your mask off. What are you afraid of? I'm a 10-year-old kid." She was letting them have it. Um, but her dad's in there and he's diabetic, and she was
Yeah,
very
that's one.
concerned about her dad.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to detain. The second the man is release the sick along with elderly and young. Somebody has already died here in December. Somebody has already died in this place. Folks are pissed right now. And it doesn't, and I mentioned the right wingers a couple minutes ago, but I will tell you
You
that
want
they
me to?
are
I've
trying.
got that information about the death. You want me to share that real fast?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
It was 41-year-old Gene Wilson Brutus, an immigrant detainee from Haiti, who was transferred into ICE custody on December 11th, 2025. The following day, on December 12th, Brutus suffered a medical emergency. Local EMS were called to Delaney Hall and transported him to University Hospital in Newark, where he was pronounced dead. I said it was suspected natural causes. Um, but he had no previously documented cardiovascular issues upon intake. He was 41 years old.
And he's one of many that have died in ICE custody. And I have to stress that because it seems like the only time we were really started talking about people dying and what has been when it was Renee Good and Alex Preddy, which but much love to them. But even they would tell you it shouldn't begin with us. We should be concerned about everybody that's passed on. And there has been, I don't even know how many at this point. I mean, I want to say 50 something, but I can't say. I don't know for sure. I was going somewhere with the right wingers. Oh, and obviously people are pushing back. With some of the stupidest rationales. I was reading an article online. The new head of DHS, Mark Wayne Mullins, the former senator, he just put out a proposal to stop international flights coming in from and going from Newark Airport. Now that's one of our biggest that's our local airport. That's the big place. Everything comes through Newark Airport. And he wants to shut down international travel from that airport. Wow. We don't know how long, but with the World Cup coming coming here, that has, it's just the most boneheaded thing to come up. I don't think it's going to happen. Matter of fact, I know it's not going to happen. It's just absolutely, but it's the kind of stupidity that we have to deal with that's causing all of us to come out and push back on this crap. And like I said, we had some right wingers coming through. I talked about the woman that I had arguments with, that got into a fight with people. You do have some of your influencers coming here. One was wearing a keffiyeh to try to blend in and got his ass whooped. I'm intentionally not saying their names, by the way, as much as basically that's our thing, doxing them, but people don't need to know their names. I mean, there's some folks here that even some influencers and writers that I've known for years that I actually can talk to. I'm not mentioning their names either. They don't need that. We don't need to focus on them. We'll focus on them, of course. I mean, we'll deal with them, but on our terms, not theirs. Talking about them here on a podcast would just be their terms. So I'm not doing it. So, but yeah. Hold on. I'm just waiting for a truck. Were you getting ready to say something?
Are the people how are the people there, Daryl, after 6 days? Are they exhausted? Are they still?
No, they're not. They're not exhausted at all. I mean, everybody seems to just be in the best of spirits for all things, for what it's worth. I should point out that, I mean, there's been a lot of fighting with ICE agents that are trying to keep them from coming onto the the property here. In fact, one of the things that they're trying to do, what some of the protests are doing right now, they're trying to keep vehicles from leaving because they feel that some of those vehicles are transporting detainees somewhere else. So there's actually a protest right now. There's
barricades, is that right?
They're locking hands, locking arms, and all of that, and all hell broke loose last night because of that, and but right now they're all locking arms, but nothing really happened in the past couple of hours, and they're still locking arms. That's love. I love that.
Yeah.
Um,
Is
oh,
it a
but
lot of people with family inside there? Is it a lot of
yes,
detainee
yes. I
families?
wish I wish I could actually get somebody over here. I mean, I wouldn't want to put them on screen to on screen, but I would definitely like to talk to somebody who has family. But there are a lot of people here with family in. A lot of people. Some of them were arguing with the woman that I was dealing with yesterday, and I should also I do want to do a shout out to Status Coup on YouTube. We got to show them love because right now they're the ones that are basically live streaming this. So if you guys want to see this in real time, and this really is important because when ICE does silly shit, you'll be able to see it on static coup and be a witness to it yourself because I don't see CNN here. I don't see MS Now. I did Fox is actually making a big deal out of the fact that they were here because someone got called a Nazi bitch. So and they've been playing that to death on online. So they're making it
So, so Governor Sherrill and Senator
Cheryl.
Cheryl, Governor Cheryl and Senator Kim have both asked for access. Like, we want to go in, these
Right.
elected officials, and they have been denied by ICE or by Geo Group. They're not being allowed to enter the facility. But the stories are that the detainees are saying is that they have the food has worms in it. There's no air conditioning, poor ventilation, a persistent flu and other viruses spreading, delayed medical care. And also, there's a work strike because the detainees are forced to cook, clean, and do laundry work, and they get paid about $1 an hour. Um, and apparently, they're also refusing to work, and in addition to the hunger strike.
Right. Right. Yes. I forgot to bring up the thing about them the conditions there is what really is kicking it off when it comes to the city and to the state. We're particularly pissed off about that. See, the thing that really pisses me off is that if, and it's a big fat if, we got to be sure we recognize this. If the Democrats do get control of Congress or something like that, they're going to have a lot more juice, and they're going to be able to go in and they're going to see a lot of shit that we wanted to find out about, and they're going to respond on that. And I have to say, if on both points, they might be pissed off enough to make action. But the truth of the matter is, we can't rely on that. The bottom line is, we can't wait until November when they're suffering now. And because even then, even if they do win, we don't know if they're actually going to do the work that they need to do. But theoretically, what I just said is supposed to happen. So I'm actually jazzed right now. Bear with me here. I'm trying to make sure that I got it. But it's that's in a nutshell, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Oh, you know what? I'm actually looking for my phone. Because I wanted to look up something, but if I went over to my and I don't want to leave from the start because I don't want to accidentally put people on screen. Are there any people behind me? I can't see for sure.
I've been keeping an eye on your background, Daryl, as people walk
Yeah.
by. I'm not seeing anybody right now. I was looking for the list that Senator Kim put out of the different conditions that were happening inside. I'm not finding it right off the bat.
I wish I knew something. It's so funny because people have been coming up to me, one, because of the shirt, and two, because me. And I was hoping I'd see somebody that I know But there are not a lot of people that I know here. That says this is a whole new generation. This is a whole new generation because we kind of like me and the crew, ISIS, as in Laura and Mike, we were everywhere. We knew everybody, and because we was always out. But over the past 4 years, we kind of like slowed down because of all of our health issues, and particularly me. And for those who don't remember, Laura and Mike are no longer with us. We talked about that last week. I'm actually going to the funeral on Friday. But no, we've been here. The other thing I gotta keep an eye on, make sure. Oh, everyone wants to go get it. Did somebody get hit? Yes. They need a medic. Hold on. Everybody's running back and forth. I'm trying to find out what's going on. What just happened over there? Okay. Because I thought I just heard somebody say got hit by a car. Oh. I don't know. I'm been sitting here.
I'll go find out. I'll let you know.
All right, appreciate it. So they're going to go over there. Somebody's going over there right now, and they're going to find out exactly what's going on. Hopefully, it's not that bad. But see, that's the thing about this area here. You have a lot of industry around here, and remember, this is a port, basically. This is the port area of Newark, and that means people are in the street with all these big ass trucks that are coming back and forth. So it's a little dicey. Last night, right now we're all on the park. We're on the oh, the shirt, right? What free? For those who can't see it, it says no Nazis. But people have been standing on the sidewalk for the most part. Last night, while everything was popping off, ICE pushed everybody in the street. Remember, trucks are in the street. And nobody got hurt.
It's ICE that's confronting protests, not local law enforcement. It's actually ICE.
This is ICE. I don't think I haven't seen.
They're not trained to. I mean, like they're not supposed to interact with citizens, right? Like this is not. These are people engaged in First Amendment protected activity.
They're tasing people. They're arresting people.
You know what? If you remember, maybe 5 years ago, for the first time ever, out at Montgomery Bell when we were there protesting Amran, they sent prison guards to deal with protesters. And one of the things we said is this is a really dangerous precedent because these prison guards are not trained to deal with citizens exercising their protected First Amendment activities. And here we are with us engaging with citizens who are just using their First Amendment protected rights.
Well, what we've learned over the past year and a half is actually pretty much a year, I should say, because this has been going on for about a year here in Jersey. And when we take a look at what's going on in Minneapolis, basically when it comes to the rules, the rule book just had been thrown out a long time ago. And the only thing that we are doing right now is basically trying to keep up and make sure that we know when we have to make moves. Hold on, I think I'm being told. No, okay, it's not that person. I want to go over there. It's really the good thing is I do want to say, with the exception of somebody getting hurt or dealing with a medical situation, it's been pretty quiet right now since I've been gone. The loudest it got was when the detainee was released. And but for the most part, it's been pretty quiet right now. But I gotta tell you, this is what I said everybody was going to do. Oh, go on, go on.
I was just reading the Department of Homeland Security. You were talking about how quiet and peaceful it is. Uh,
Yeah.
their statement is DHS is taking appropriate and constitutional measures to uphold the rule of law and protect our officers and the public from dangerous rioters. You're not seeing any dangerous rioters out there, Daryl?
No, not unless they're the right wingers.
Or the ICE officers?
Or the, yeah, truly. By the way, there is supposed to be a right wing support ICE rally here on Saturday. Um, Needless to say, folks are still going to be here. And even though I wasn't going to come back from the funeral until Saturday. Now I have to be here. Now I have to be here, folks. Just so you know, we're taping this on Wednesday, and but you're watching this on Friday, so that means the next day I'm somewhere in I'm going to be coming up. I'm probably on the way home as you're watching this. So, but yeah, we're dealing. That's something we got to deal with. Nobody is any news.
Yeah, so
Seems like it was a bit of a false alarm. Just someone got pepper sprayed, and we called for a medic. It was a bit too big of a call for the level of what happened.
But why was it? Why would it? Why were they pepper spray? Holy shit!
Because they are standing up for.
I mean, who pepper sprayed who?
Ice pepper spray the protest, right?
And that's in the air. I feel like it's in the air right now.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't that big compared to last night, but it was a little.
Okay. And so for those who didn't hear,
Daryl, do you have any kind of protection there for yourself?
no, but I did get some sort of. Anybody got a mask? Because that shit just. Yeah, I got this. I appreciate it. I didn't expect that one.
With your medical situation, you need to take care of yourself, Daryl.
Yeah. So for those who did, I don't know if anybody heard, but I pepper sprayed folks, and while he was talking right now, the wind started blowing. So
You okay?
Everything is coming this way. So my eyes are getting. I mean, it's not that bad, but you can tell it's affecting.
Yeah.
So I'll be putting on a mask. I normally have masks in my car, which is like right across the street. But there's nothing in the car right now. So, the reason why I'm able to talk right now without choking is because the wind died down a little bit.
Speaking to the conditions inside these facilities, the AP, the Associated Press, released a report today that shows immigrants being detained by ICE are dying by suicide at an alarming pace. Since Trump returned to office, at least 10 detainees have died by suicide since January 2025, including 7 since October alone. The overall deaths in ICE custody have reached record highs, with 18 so far in 2026 and 48 since Trump returned to power.
I don't know if we've had that problem. Hold on a second. While the car, by the way, the trucks are showing their support. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you okay. Is that helping?
Okay. Oh, it's like old times. I can't drink my water.
Is that helping though, Daryl?
Yeah, it's helping, but
Okay.
like I said, things kind of died down because of the winds, died down a little bit. And like my man was saying that it isn't as bad as it was last night. I wasn't here for that. I had left already. So I don't know how bad it was then, but it really isn't. I think it was a one-off, but that one-off was still affects. It affects. So.
And I mean, I've been watching the videos. There's kids out there protesting for their kidnapped parents, And they're spraying that with little kids getting that in their lungs. It's horrific.
Yeah, bear in mind, yes, absolutely. Remember, everybody, that there are kids here, and ICE doesn't seem to care. I should point out too, one of the things, the very first thing I did when I came here yesterday was videotape and take pictures of the ICE agents. More to the point, the ones that had tattoos. And because they don't want to be identified, we're going to identify them.
Were there any interesting tattoos, Daryl?
The one, I can actually take this off.
Okay.
The most one, the biggest one that I think that really, and I don't know, this can be ambiguous as hell. The 13 on somebody's arm. Now, 13, when you have a 13 tattoo, can always mean, often means, good luck. It wards off bad luck and all of that. That's what it's supposed to do. However, you have a lot of biker groups, and particularly the warlocks that like to wear the 13. But I can't say that's what's going on with the ICE agent. He also has a Marine tattoo and all of that. I am going to it might be a little bit dangerous to put that video on YouTube. They probably might strike it because that's kind of like doxing a little bit, maybe. So so just know that I have it, and I'll probably just share it amongst us, unless I could figure out a safer way to post it. And I will find a way because we have our own websites. So hold on. Oh, they're doing shame. Oh, okay. Can you see the car behind us?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Yeah, that's somebody. This is the entranceway for those who try. This is the entranceway for folks, for ICE and everybody.
There was a letter released by over 300 detainees. This happened about a little over 2 weeks ago, and it detailed some of the things that were happening inside. It talks about how some of the people came to be here. I won't read it all. It's long. But it is available.
I'm gonna toss a bat about it.
Okay.
But I'll be right back. No, you can go on. I'm just gonna.
Okay. They're talking about in the letter a lot of the ways that the legal process has just been denied to them. It ends saying our American dream is the safety and protection of our families. We are in a difficult situation and we trust in God and believe that justice will be done under the law of the United States of America, since it is a sovereign and constitutional country respected worldwide for upholding human rights. That was released about 2 weeks ago.
All right. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you good. Are you feeling okay after the pepper spray?
Yeah, that's all gone. It's so crazy how I would say it's probably a nice little league, like a football field length here. And it came at us like, wow. But it's gone. It's long gone. Kocheka is what I was told was the group that has been dealing with this over the past year or so. Kocheka. There's also another group that was told. A woman will give me the information if she comes back over here. But I want to make sure that everybody gets their love and all of that. But plus, I want people to start supporting those groups.
Yes,
definitely want people supporting them. Kocheka. This is the first time, literally the first time I'm hearing of them, and they've been out here all year. They've been here all year. You could probably find them online right now. But
Yeah, I found it.
I don't know
It's
how to spell it.
COSECHA.
Okay.
National Nonviolent Movement fighting for permanent protection, dignity, and respect for all undocumented immigrants.
We said what that and I said this in Rhode Island when I was speaking. I said, you know what? Wait till we see how things were popping off in Minneapolis in like 18 below weather. We saw how people came out and started giving ICE all kinds of hell up there in Minneapolis in the depths of winter. And I said straight up, wait till we thaw. Wait till we thaw out. Wait till it starts to get hot and out here. We aren't even a couple of days after Memorial Day, and we got started. We got started. And really, in many respects, a lot of the drama, a lot of the advocacy and the agitation started with this place last year. It really did start with it. Obviously, much love to all the other areas, because we cannot forget about Prairie Land. We can't forget about them because they actually have people locked up. And I want to remind people that in our we got a little less than a month before we end our springtime fundraiser. We haven't been getting a lot of a lot of money coming in or anything like that, but we do want to just let people know, regardless, we are going to give 10% of anything that we get to them, to the Prairieland defendants. Much love to folks in Indiana, in Illinois. They're catching all kinds of hell at their detention areas, and everybody's fighting. Everybody's trying to do the best they can in their neighborhoods. Thank you.
For folks who may not be familiar with Geo Group or just private prisons in general, and there's some really evil companies that do this private prison stuff. Core Civic, that we've dealt with a lot in Tennessee, and then the Geo Group, they've faced multiple lawsuits claiming that they were violating federal human trafficking laws and state level human trafficking laws. And most of that is because they engage in forced labor. I mean, private prisons, it's just a new slavery. Detainees allege they were forced to perform essential facility tasks, cooking, cleaning, laundry, under threat of solitary confinement or loss of access to lawyers and phones. They pay detainees as little as $1 a day for shifts lasting 8 hours. Plaintiffs claimed they were forced to work to afford basic hygiene necessities like toothpaste. And they've been accused of this multiple times. It's human trafficking, and that's how these people are getting rich, just like the enslavers of U.S. history.
Yeah, and it's and that's one of the reasons why people have had problems with private prisons to begin with, and that's one of the reasons, by the way, people have had issues with Kamala Harris, because she was involved in some of this crap. And when people talk about how she was a cop and all of a sudden I'm supposed to be okay with her, you really couldn't be. Not with that. Not with that. And I know she tries to push back on that and saying that. I apologize. There's just some things going down. And since I'm recording this and nobody's hearing about this live,
I see lights flashing behind you.
Huh?
I see lights flashing in the windows behind you.
Beautiful. They probably see what's going on. They're putting some individuals dressed in black are doing barricades all of a sudden. They're taking barricades that are along the street, and I'm not putting them on camera, but they are carrying them somewhere. Go team.
While that's happening, I will share that because of what we've seen in the last year, Geo Group's profits and revenues have surged. In their financial filings, the company reported a record net income of $254.4 million for 2025, which was an increase from $32 million in profits reported in 2024.
You heard that?
I missed it. What did?
Did you hear all that?
No.
One person says someone needs to blow blast up because somebody's playing music right now. But they were saying that why is everybody coming? Why is everybody walking this direction? I'm going to be off camera for a little bit. Well, actually,
Okay.
this is going to be the part where you only see Beth because there's a lot of people behind me all of a sudden.
There's a lot of people behind Daryl. Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody had decided to come over here.
Did something happen? Did something happen or?
Huh? I don't know. I mean, I'm doing my podcast. All of a sudden, everybody starts walking over here, and I don't know why.
I figured something's probably going on.
Something might be going down, Beth.
Just make sure you're safe, Daryl.
I'm safe. I'm fine. So what I was saying before that somebody's playing music over here, and somebody said somebody should pump up that hip hop song "Fuck Donald Trump," and then someone else said that they should pump Bad Bunny, and then somebody else said we should be bumping Spanish music period right now. Bad not bad, but
A van left through here just now?
a band.
A van?
A van. I think I saw. Did you see a van? I thought I saw one go in.
I thought it was a
Oh,
car.
Not a van, but it's kind of like a SUV. But
Yeah, SUV.
I think they might have been lying to us, but the agents over there were like, "Oh, you're all over here. We just had one come out over there."
why did you listen to the? Oh, good.
I just went individually to check it out. So I think I saw you get the talk once also.
Me a talk? Yeah, probably more than likely somewhere.
Somewhere in South Brooklyn.
I'm down. Pretty much. What was I doing in Brooklyn?
This would have been years ago.
It would have been definitely.
Okay. No, this would have been like probably 2019, 2018.
Yeah, that would have been about probably
Yeah.
a movie festival or something like that. I think. All right, take care. So no, they thought that I'm judging from what that person just told me is that they had believed that there was going to be some vans coming out here. And honestly, I gotta tell you, how many people are behind me right now? I can't see. Are there a lot of people behind me?
I can see 4 people behind you. Now 3.
Just 4?
Yeah.
As of right now, I am not comfortable being here because I do not want to put people on camera. What I'm gonna do, it's not that bad right now. Okay, I think you don't see anybody behind me right now, right?
I can see a couple people, but they're in masks.
Okay.
I don't know if they could be identified or not.
Crackhead Barbie is here.
Who?
She's a local staple. She's
Okay.
usually in New York, though.
Okay.
Oh, boy. I don't know if anything's going to pop off right now, but But I do want to just let everybody know, well, to sum up, this is what's going on. It's happening right now. We don't know if people are we don't know what's going to break the strike, if there is one, if it is broken. We don't know right now when things will come to an end. So that means folks are going to need support here. In the sense of bodies, we've been saying more people need to come out here, especially on Saturday if the fascists are coming here to dance, especially then. And I would also say that you know, like I said, supplies and things like that, and you know, medical supplies, definitely food to basically keep people going, and that's that in the nutshell when it comes to that. So we will have more information. We will have more to talk about next week in regards to all of this. But we're getting at a point here where we could probably we'll probably just wind it down, so I can start being a little bit more of a part of this instead of just having it behind me and missing everything. Although I'm definitely happy we start off the show with somebody getting released. I'm gonna try to see who that was, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on if I can find out. But that was great. That was great. I love that. So, but this is what we're going to be. This is probably what we're going to be talking about for the next couple of weeks. Tomorrow I have to get ready to go to Laura's funeral, and so I'll be driving down there tomorrow, and then I'll be back here. I'll be back here, and I'll be back here on Saturday. I try to come down here as much as I can, but you know,
This seems to be the main point right now of resistance to what's happening is at Delaney Hall.
Right now, yes. And so if you're watching this, doesn't matter where you're watching this from, get here. Get here.
And
We need you.
I want to share these numbers one more time because I think they're super important, and I don't think I got them all in there a moment ago. But it's important for us to remember Geo Group is the corporation that is making bank off of what is being done to these people. Their reported net income was $254.4 million in 2025, an increase from 32 million in 2024. That's incredible. They generated 2.63 billion in total revenue in 2025, an 8% increase from the previous year. The most of this is driven by the 19 immigration and custom enforcement ICE facilities and their government contracts. They're also making a ton of money off an expanded ICE ankle monitoring and electronic surveillance program. So, and then they donate that back to our politicians who open more facilities like this.
The card just came out, but nobody did anything in that regard. No one called to grief. And this is the entranceway, and they came out in the exit. So yes, yeah, absolutely. Everybody try to we gotta start putting pressure on the people that run this thing, and real pressure. It's time.
And we got to put the pressure on our politicians to stop taking their bribes. That's the big problem. Our politicians take the bribes from these evil corporations, and we get more of this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, right now, never mind being, no one should be surprised that that's happening. All we got to do is just make sure that it stops happening. So now that we got a little bit more people back, I'm going to be, I'm going to wind it down now. So I want to just thank everybody for watching this today. And I want to let you know that we will be back here next week. If there's anything that pops, I'm going to try to get as much information about what's happening. In the meantime, we still need your support on Patreon and over at Substack, where you're seeing this, or you're probably watching this on YouTube as well. And we're asking for donations. Remember, we do have our fundraisers going on for spring. 10% goes to the Prairie Land Defendants. And
if you don't know about the Prairie Land Defendants, you can find an episode in our archives that will give you tons of information about what's going on with how they fought against ICE and the situation they're in now.
Absolutely. And also remember, you can donate after the fundraiser drive. If you go to onepeoplesproject.com, you can onepeoplesproject.com/donate. One People's Project isn't being seen on search engines. So if we don't know, we're trying to figure it out. We don't think that it's anything malicious. There's probably something going on with the website. We just got to fix it. But you don't see it on, you don't see us on, actually, maybe I did fix it the other day. I don't know. I would have to check. I haven't checked yet. No, we're still not.
No, the Wikipedia page comes up, the Action Network comes up, but not the website.
Yeah, okay. So we got some work to do on our end, I guess. In any case, like I said, we're also on Itavox is on Facebook, and on Blue Sky, and on Threads. I mean, we're everywhere. So and buy our, and we do have merch. I'm hyping up everybody. Hyping up our bumper sticker that says whatchamacallit, hate has consequences. And I'm going to jump on and you can talk to everybody about Substack and what we're asking for over there.
Yeah, we want everybody, we want to share this information with everybody. We are anti-capitalist. We believe information and education are a huge part of the anti-fascist fight. And we want to be part of that by bringing whatever content we can into people to further that movement. So subscribe, free, follow, join. And if you're able, though, consider a paid subscription on Substack or through Patreon or a donation, because that enables One People's Project and Itavox to continue doing the work the organization's been doing for more than a quarter of a decade. And that is identifying fascists, educating people about fascism, and putting the information out there as part of that anti-fascist struggle.
What a day. What a day. All right. Check it out, y'all. I'm gonna
Stay
jump
safe out there, Daryl.
I'm gonna be safe. I don't know how long I can be here, because like I said, I gotta start driving tomorrow. So so much love to everybody that's inside. Much love to everybody inside. Much love to everybody that's out here right now. I hear some cheering. I do not know what that cheering's about. There's drums and people singing. I do not know, but
Maybe we should wait a second.
There was a lot of cheering going on. I don't know. What was the cheering about? Oh, you see the flashing lights. Remember, y'all, if you come by here and you see the flashing lights, that's them. That's our loved ones. That's the people we're here for. So if you saw it in the background while we were talking, that's them saying that we're still here and we got our spirits up. And we're making sure that their spirits are high. So much love to everybody. We're gonna break out of here, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you and give you a little bit more of an update with what's going on here today. So thank you, y'all. Peace.
Why do you think that you have the right to silence me?
always said that I don't want to be heard, I want to be felt. I don't want to make my mark, I want to make my dent.
I didn't realize at the time that I was actually one of the biggest activists and largest organizers of white nationalism and alt-right in the United States.
They are what is considered by most people sort of your button-up white supremacists, your suit-and-tie Nazis.
Arguably, what they spew, while it's hateful and deplorable, is political speech, and so therefore it's protected under the Constitution.
Cops! Why are you letting the fascists down here? You've got us blocked off, but you're letting the fascists come and harass us? We want them out of here now, damn it, or we're coming over the fucking barrier!
I can't walk in fear, and we don't walk in fear, you know. And I thank God for that.
Honestly, I wanted to make sure that when I left this earth, there would be something left behind that was worth a damn.